Round here, them guns get the last word.
We have some tweets here from Harada, ranging from character details, statistics, to just all out absurdity from Tekken fans. I don't know what it is, but there's like a certain part of the Tekken community, they're just demons. I'm talking about the same people who be asking how long Lily's legs are, the same people who be talking about give us an underage schoolgirl. That whole section of the community is just demons. It's crazy, bro. You guys got to stop doing that. You guys, that's really why I wanted to grab this tweet, is because I just wanted to say, stop doing that. Be like this person and just say Venezuela girl, you know? Harada responds and he says, then I want Call of Duty to introduce female Nara residents. Tekken fans just throw out whatever idea just like willy-nilly. You send in a tweet like this to Harada, you're better off just going outside and just yelling to the ether and then just go back inside. Tekken 7 changed all of us, where in the past people would ask about, oh, tell me this interesting thing about Tekken. Now it's just about, oh, give me a character, give me this, I said I want this, where is it? Now the topic is kind of shifting and people are more so trying to mold the game instead of having a conversation, but that's a different story. Maybe it's the same story. Who cares? Let's move on to the next one. This one's actually really interesting. Someone says, thank you Harada for your hard work. I read that you can exchange costumes for some characters, but could you change this so that costumes can be exchanged without restrictions? For example, you could put Lily's outfit on Asuka and Asuka's outfit on Lily. We saw that in the trailer, but this person is asking, maybe I want to put Lily's outfit on Yoshimitsu. Maybe I want to put Brian Fury just his pants on Asuka. You know, let me rock the Brian Fury outfit on Asuka, bro. Shirtless with the pants. That's what this person's asking for. Harada says, I see. Since it seems that there will be other problems if it becomes all, including disadvantage for player side, I will consider it for a while. This is something we talked about in past because there were some other tweets from Harada where he was basically talking about how this is super hard to pull off. And the example that I used is putting Lucky Chloe's outfit on Fakaram. I'll find the image, I'll put it up. You can see how it demorphs Fakaram. This is probably why they chose maybe rivalries or something like that, because maybe the character proportions is the same. It's basically a process. So I appreciate Harada for considering it, but I know it's a process. Another person, they say, I strongly disagree. Consideration to feeling for the character is not felt at all. In my personal opinion, it is terribly offensive to have the identity of a character you like divided into separate parts and misappropriated. I would like you to understand a little bit more about the feelings of the character fans who side with dressed up on their own. This is the first time I saw something like this. You guys let me know down in the comment section whether or not you agree with this person. Harada says, well, even among fans, there are different opinions. And this is what's difficult about game development, trying to figure out all of these different opinions and what to do, what not to do, because with any decision you make, you're going to upset someone. Whether you have the heat system, whether you take the heat system out, you can't please everyone. So it's really just about doing what you feel is best and also what will make the most people happy. Another random request, but I like this one. Someone says, at Harada, is Kirby going to be in Tekken 8 since Kazuya was in Smash? This is something that I just play around with as well. Will we get Mario? Will we get Sonic? Will we get Luigi? Waluigi? Will we get one of Peach? Harada says, you want me to negotiate such a difficult deal with Nintendo? By the way, the scene where Kazuya drops Kirby in Smash Bros, the trailer came out because Mr. Sakurai had always wanted to do it. I rather insisted that I didn't want to antagonize the Kirby fans. Now, if you do want to put your YouTuber brain on and overanalyze this, you could see this as no way a Nintendo character will show up in Tekken 8 because, you know, working that deal out with Nintendo is too difficult. Or this could be a curveball and he could be misleading us, telling us it's difficult, but then in 2 years, boom, Captain Falco. I just love to read these tweets and see where we will be in the future, you know, because guest characters will definitely be a thing. But what I don't like is the guest character idea in and of itself. Every guest character that we have in the past has all been controversial, whether there have been bad characters, bad design, or bad balancing. Every single one, from Geese, Akuma, Noctis, Negan, and Gon. All 5 are controversial, so it's like, why would you be so desperate to get another? Here's some statistics for everyone who loves the Mishimas. It's in Japanese, but High Buff Gigas does us a favor and translates it. Here it says most popular Mishima from each Tekken game. Tekken 1, Tekken 6, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is Kazuya. Even I played a little bit of Kazuya in Tekken Tag Tournament 2. In Tekken 2, that's the only game where Heihachi is crowned king. Tekken 3, 4, Tag 1, Jin Kazama reigns supreme. You know, after Jin's success in Tekken 3, they tried to get rid of Kazuya Mishima, but the fans was like, hold on, we love Jin, but not that much, so they brought Kazuya back. Now, regardless of which game you look at, you're really talking about who's the best of the best, because the Mishimas, from all the statistics that I've seen, they are always the top 10 most popular in the game. Kazuya is the most popular, then you have Devil Jin, and then you have Jin, and then you have, let's say, a Heihachi. So that's kind of the order of the popularity for the Mishimas, just off of memory. Now, while we're on the topic of Kazuya, we have a video from the main man posted to the Tekken subreddit where someone is making fun of the main man's opinion.
If you want to win, Kazuya is not the character you want to play. Trash in tournaments, trash online. It's like Nee says, the character just fundamentally doesn't work in high level due to the sidestep left being too exploitable. It's too easy to counter even a really good Kazuya player. The counterplay is too effective, and the weaknesses of a character are too glaring.
Hearing the main man talk about how Kazuya is trash in tournaments, but also online, it makes me think of a couple of things. One, how they changed him a little bit in Tekken 8 to be a little bit easier. This is something that I knew they were going to do, because the second topic is his win statistic. Him, Jin Kazama, Steve Fox, Yoshimitsu, Zhao Yu, these characters have always been at the bottom of the win percentage. They just lose the most online. But what makes Kazuya Mishima, and I would say also Yoshimitsu, different from Steve Fox and Jin Kazama, where Steve Fox and Jin Kazama, they're really powerful in tournaments, Yoshimitsu and Kazuya, they're still not. They still just lose. And I think it's interesting here that main man is saying, like, the sidestep to the left is just too big of a flaw. It reminds me of what the developers did in the past. One of the most controversial things to ever be done in Tekken, I would say, launch Leroy, 2D characters, paying for frame data, but then I would also say when they buffed the Hell Sweep. They did this overnight. Everyone was scratching their head and saying, why would you change this move that's been the same way for 30 years to all of a sudden being so much more powerful, so much more just deadly, tracking to both directions? But the reason why they tried to do that is because we can see that these characters have a flaw. So we can look at their statistics and we can see that they lose a lot more than any other character, but then also we can see in tournaments they don't perform as well as any other characters. Main man here, and a lot of people agree, that the sidestep to the left is just too big of a flaw within his gameplay. But when the developers try to fix that by buffing the Hell Sweep, then it's a huge catastrophe. That logic is just too complicated for me to understand. I'm just a Yoshi bro, button mashing, Emperor rank Yoshimitsu. And I can understand why the developers trying to fix a flaw that we all can identify is such a bad thing.